Guys, and welcome back to episode 5 of the Hull City Career Mode. In this episode, it is transfer deadline day, which means that it's the last 10 hours of for teams to make transfers. And I was just thinking we should just make one transfer, and it should be Lukman, because I am not really enjoying Mbukani at the moment, and we do need a backup striker, and I'm not enjoying Lutin on the wing. So I'm just trying to bring in a really fast player on the wings. So a very young, fast player, because Lutin is not very fast, but his finishing is okay. But he's not doing very well, and he's acting more of a left back than a actual cam. So that's why I decided to bring in Lukman, who is a very attacking-minded player. So I decided to swap him for Malonia for a player who's I'm not going to use whatsoever. He is not the best. I know you guys will yell at me because later you'll see that he's 61 rated and he's worth $500,000. So again, it's not a lot of money. It's a very little money, and we overpaid by what, 1 million or something. But in this, I'm trying to sign the youngest players, and of course, I've seen the career mode do it a bunch of times, that they would say that we are trying to go into a rebuilding process, signing the best young players, and that's what we're trying to do at Hull City. And bringing in players like Lutin and Ghazi, and players again like Ryan Mason that were already there, and players like Robertson that are there, and bringing in a centre back like Nicholas Stark, Nico Elvedi, Holgate, Angelino. But of course, in the winter transfer window, we will be bringing in a better CDM, a really established CDM like I was gonna bring in Full Cementa like you guys seen, but I couldn't bring in Full Cementa because there was still a problem. There was still a glitch. I said I'm still approaching them, but they didn't say anything back. So I was just like, okay, whatever. I guess if you guys don't want me to take them on loan, then just take them off the loan list, because they're not accepting anything. So he's straight into our team, 61 rated. We swap him, of course, with Mbukani. I check out his stats. His stats are not the best, but of course he has 64 finishing, very good sprint speed, very good acceleration, 4-star weak, but 18-year-old English player. So of course he's gonna have a lot of hype around him. But it's just good to bring in those those young English players to the squad, because we don't have a lot of young English players, and we need more of those. So I just decided to bring him in. Of course, in the winter transfer window, I want to try to bring in better signings, and if routine does not work out, of course there's better options like Keita. There's better options like Martins from Sporting, I think it's Sporting Lisbon, and there's a better options out there. So I can just swap them for it and add a couple of million, because if we do good in the FA Cup, I think we can do really well and get a lot of money. So that's what I'm hoping happens. But again, here we go straight into the Burnley game. We are undefeated, as you can see. We have the lowest goal difference, and I'm just cruising at the moment because of course we got one lucky victory against, I believe who the first game was, against Leicester City. We won 1-0, which again it was again a very tense match. We could have lost, we could have won, but we did win. But again, Burnley, again another championship that just promoted, and again this is gonna be a very interesting match against two teams that were battling in the championship last year. Two teams that are very decent this year in the Premier League. Of course, I believe one of them will get relegated. So just do not count on either of them. All three of the championships side staying up, because that happened last year. But again, it was very lucky, because I think Newcastle got relegated, Aston Villa got relegated, and who was the last team? I cannot remember. Norwich got relegated. So yeah, only one relegated team, only one championship side got relegated back to the championship. Of course, here they're having great opportunities, and we are not doing well. I'm not doing well in FIFA 16. I'm doing really bad at defending. Of course, they're getting so many chances. A great header from Sam Vokes. Even better save by again Marshall. Marshall was so good in this game, but in the later game you will see how bad he could become against really good sides. So I'm thinking I'll change each other sometimes with McGregor, but I was just thinking of doing that in the Capital Cup, in cup games. But now that we're out of the Capital One Cup, I'm thinking I'm gonna swap them every day. Here's a great play by us, probably the best gameplay of the game we did, and it's a great finish from Henriksen. That shot is so OP. You just aim for that far corner, it's always gonna go in. The goalkeeper didn't even move, and you will know the name Henriksen. And yeah, so we're just going. We're doing really well in the first, we weren't doing well the first 30 minutes, but then we started really taking off in the last 14-15 minutes, and in the last 40 minutes actually of the half, and not the first 20 minutes. But Of course, here's a fantastic opportunity, and Ghazi just doing what he can do. If he was just a little bit faster, he could have just got through them. And again, Burnley do not have the best defense in the Premier League, so this should have been an easy game for us. But we were just having so many chances; they were just not going in. And into the second half, again, we're having all these corners, but we're not doing anything with them. Lutine coming short for the corner, passing it into Henriksen into Jake Livermore into Ryan Mason, who could have fell down right there. It would have been a penalty. But of course, the game does not do that a lot. I don't know what's going on with that. But again, this was just magnificent play from us. It's a great shot from Alvaro Hernandez, but the easier save for the goalkeeper Tom Heaton. Here's another great run by Alvaro Hernandez back into Alvaro Hernandez, who crosses it, but of course it goes absolutely nowhere. But again, we're playing very well, doing really good passes. And yeah, this part, I believe they scored 3 or 4 minutes after this great counter-attacking opportunity. Here is the little through ball into Henriksen. Henriksen is basically through, but he shoots it straight at the keeper. It's a terrible finish. I gotta work on his finishing more. But literally straight after this, they just go on attack and they pretty much score on us. But of course, I cut it out by accident, which I'm really mad about. But of course, it's time for me to improve, and I'm new at this, so I'm gonna be trying so hard to improve as FIFA goes by. Of course, you see the little glitchy thing, and they score, and then I show the stats right after they scored. I have 8 shots, 6 on target, and we were dominating the game, and they just score after 1 chance, and I was just so mad. And this chance I thought was gonna go in. Lukman bursting down that right hand side, skilling past the goalie, skilling past the right back, shoots, and then it literally goes straight at the keeper. And if I shot at the far post, 100% that would have won it, even though he has 64 finishing. 100% that would have won it. And then the next shot, Jake Livermore shoots, and then Ghazi's in the way. This stupid piece of crap. Such a waste of money. I mean, I wasted £8 million on this guy when I could have got Keita, Gelson Martins, somebody like that, a fast winger. And we stuck with Anwar Ghazi, and I was saying, oh, Anwar Ghazi is so amazing. Yeah, he has some bright spots. But of course, yeah, here's just a chance by, I believe that was Henriksen, and then here's a save that we just seen again. I was just really not taking my chances, and I really got to improve on my finishing. My finishing in Ultimate Team is very good, but Ultimate Team is a lot harder than Career Mode. So of course, my #1 improvement for the rest of FIFA is to get better at Career Mode, is to get better at finishing, is to get better at defending. So we get into the big Arsenal game, and the Arsenal game that and then Hull City actually lost this game in real life. Really bad scoreline, 3-0. Hopefully that cannot happen to us, but I'm not going to make any promises. But I was just really looking forward to this match at the KCOM Stadium, and of course I'm just trying my hardest. We have the best defense in the Premier League, and how can the best defense do against Arsenal, one of the best attacks in the Premier League, with Alexis Sanchez, Granit Xhaka, Santi Cazorla, Mesut Ozil. And the game didn't start out well for us, so we go on our first attack, and it's taken away by, I believe that is Debuchy. Debuchy is playing in the side that is supposed to be Bellerin, but here we give the ball away right back to Oxlade-Chamberlain. This is probably one of the best possession play and passing I've ever seen from anyone, from any CPU in the online. On Career Mode. And Oxlade-Chamberlain and Debuchy were absolutely outplaying me. Mesut Ozil was outplaying me, and I was just so mad. And here's a cross by Oxlade-Chamberlain into Alexis Sanchez, who out jumps Arabajo, and I was just so mad because this was just such an easy play for us, and they were just completely dominating us. And in their second attack of the game, we tackled them 16 minutes into the game, literally 10 minutes after they scored. Here, again, it's another cross from Alexis Sanchez, and we could not get rid of it, and we just hit it right off of our player, and it's an own goal for us, and it's 2 minutes, and it's not even the 19th minute yet, and we are just completely falling apart at the back. I really need to, get better at defending in this game. Really gotta get better in those, those very heated moments. And we did not do that in this game. We were very bad in this game. Arsenal and their whole midfield were just dominating our midfield. Tom Huddleston, Jake Livermore are not good. Ryan Mason is more of a defensive-based player. Jake Livermore is a box-to-box midfielder, but he's not doing the job. Probably our best chance of the first half, we break down here with Alvaro Hernandez, who gets taken out by Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's a foul. It's a good area, but I don't really know. I'm not really good at free kicks in this game, and we just completely wasted with Anwar Ghazi. Check out the stats. Not doing the greatest, but of course there's a lot of room for improvement, and I just decided to bring in Routine instead of Lukman because the stamina isn't the best, and we changed formation to 4-2-3-1. So doing that, we got a little bit better at the game. We did a lot of better things, and of course Arsenal was still dominating us, but we were still creating chances and stuff like that. But again, we had a great chance in this half. In the 65th minute, I accidentally cut it out. But it was such a great opportunity for Anwar El Ghazi, but Anwar El Ghazi slaps it off the post. But again, here's just a great opportunity. It's a great goal from Albert Hernandez, who slaps it into that far post. Again, so OP in this game. If you are really bad at finishing, I would recommend trying to do that. Seconds later, Arsenal go straight down our midfield. And they score a magnificent goal, and I'm not going to take anything away from that because they just took the ball off of us, passed it into Granit Xhaka, back to Granit Xhaka, bah! It is one of the best goals I've probably ever seen. First time finish into that bottom corner, jumps onto the stands, and it's 3-1, and our chances of getting back into the game are over. Here again is a great save again by Marshall. It's a great shot by Mesut Ozil. Ozil was having the game of his life. And I'm not going to take anything away from Arsenal because they play like how they did in real life, and I can't take away what happened in real life. Although I'm not a Hull City fan, I was just really pissed off at this game, and we have not been doing well. We have lost. We have not won a game since the Stoke City Capital One Cup. We have not won a game. We drawed against United, we drawed against Burnley, and we lost this game. Again, another fantastic opportunity, but we couldn't do anything with it. A great through ball, but of course, Albert Hernandez is not going to do everything on its own. He's just trying to get some work done, get the shot blocked, and now I'll go out, guys, with a terrible shot. It's an easy save for Petr Cech. I can see they're not even Petr Cech, it's all Spina, and we couldn't take our opportunities off of them. And we go into the later stages of the match. We just get the ball taken away from us because we're bumping into our own players, and we are not a good stage right now. We only lost one game in the Premier League, but our financial status and the board expectations are not going well. First of all, is because we lost in the Capital One Cup in the early round, and we just could not. Yeah, there's the chance I was talking about, right off the post. We are not taking our chances in the Capital One Cup. It was a very hard tie. I was expecting to get a championship side, but I was not getting a championship side, and I just got Stoke City, which is a way better team than us, but not in real life. So I'm not going to take anything away from that. Ironically, we had the same amount of shots on target as Arsenal, but we couldn't take our chances. Arsenal are a much better squad than us. And I'm just looking at these, transactions in the budget. We are not getting that many players' shirt sales. We signed at least 5 or 6 players, and Holgate and Angelino have yet to play even more than 3 games. And of course, in the next episode, I'll be making a lot of changes. And we need to get back to our great form that we had in the beginning of the season. We need to start winning matches, and we need to start doing it now. And these objectives have got to be done. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. And peace.